So let us discuss Diddy and the whole situation, man. So what it's like is your shadow, right? It's dark. You see it. But you don't really be focusing on it though. So we've heard stories of Diddy for some time by numerous people, but we don't be focusing on it though. And this is just like really the case of Kales, right? We heard about it, but hey, you're doing great. You are an example, you know what I mean? Maybe a role model to some. And we won't really be stressing about your negatives, right? We keep doing the positive. And that's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, we got to call a spade a spade. Now, as far as his freak-offs, you do what you will. Yo, closed doors, hey, they got locks on them, don't they? I ain't trying to open up. But if it's against the will of the person, if it's against the will of God, no, but if it's something that you are using your power to manipulate and persuade, then that's not good, right? Now, obviously, you could have any woman, Diddy, but you want to make it too easy, you know? She's coming in, beautiful woman, and singing a little bit, and you want to, hey, I like that. Of course you do. She's a 9-point infinity, right? So obviously, you were like, hold up, wait a minute. But instead of saying, I can go and look through the catalog of the bitches around the world, I'm going to get her because she fell in my lap. She didn't fall in your lap. She came to a supposed reputable business to conduct business. And you said, let me see what you look like with my dick in you. And then you said, let me see what you look like with his dick in you. And can I watch it? Can I pop it? Ew, 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 ew. So this is really, it's a few things, right? One, the powers that be want to always bring up black men in a negative light, especially when it is sexual. So when it comes to sexuality, they want to always showcase black men as the beast, the lustful brute who can't keep his hands to himself and will ravish your daughters and mothers. You know, so this is par for the course for that. And that's why they did things, making Kales the poster child for pedos or pedos. Cosby for making basically date, you know, rape, and now Diddy is going to be for workplace harassment, or so in all facets of life, there is a black man who is the poster child for a lustful sexual savage, right? And you can't go anywhere without it, right? You can't go to the club, you can't go to work, you can't go to church, right? So that's the first thing, right? They always want to bombard you with the rhetoric of black men being lustful and uncontrollable in their sexual desires. Sexual deviance. Oh my God. So now, number deuce, and we in the shit now. They want to showcase their power over black men, right? So buck breaking is still a thing. Castration is still a thing. We've seen it with Kanye West. We've seen it with Ice Cube. We're seeing it with P. Diddy. If you go against the system, if you buck it like he did, we all thought Ciroc was his brand, but it was just a face of Ciroc. Like a lot of rappers do, they become the face and they get a little percentage. But he should have bought Ciroc. He was making so much money for him that they wouldn't sell it to him probably. But then he comes back and says, all right, we're going to have to talk numbers. Y'all owe me. They say, what? Boy, stay in your place. Billionaire status over here, son. We talking real money. We talking real influence and power. Right? You, on the other hand, you knew money. You know nothing about this. Now, you tried to have your own ring of power and manipulation and influence. But we go further. We got it deeper. We got that shit on lock. And we got your skeletons. So, this is a buck-breaking, one-on-one castration in the eyes of the public, as far as we're done with you. We're removing you. As he stepped down from Revolt, as he's now the litigation on the Ciroc, he's obviously going to be disassociated with the brand, and the lawsuit is going to probably fizzle out, right? So that brings us to the third thing. The third thing is Diddy was a gatekeeper. He was a door holder for the powers that be in that section. What does that mean, King? So, when you make it of some kind of recognition and status, you go to a Diddy party. Oh, legendary Diddy parties, right? You go into a room and all of a sudden, hold on, this is weird. I'm saying some weirdo shit right now. Now, once you get to a level, people start handing you drinks, people start talking to you, and all of a sudden, you don't know, but someone has been tasked to be your handler. And they make introductions, and they cool as shit. We talking and talk, we walking and walk, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then what? Then they tell you about the Kool-Aid. Then they tell you about the success you can have. Then they tell you about the conversations that they had with other people and high places, and how your career could take off. Wow, man, that's cool. I appreciate you. yeah, just come over here with me. I'll make introductions with y'all, and obviously we'll, see about wrapping something up, and get you to that higher plateau, bring you up to the echelon of the wealthy and famous, right? Cool. Okay. Now you go back to a Diddy party, but this time Diddy's in a robe, but he's naked underneath. I see a print. I wasn't expecting that. No, I came to talk about big head hundreds, not your big head ass. Now, things have to happen, right? On camera, mind you, in order for you to now be a part of the organization, or be part of the club, or be part of the everybody got to have dirt on everybody in order to make sure that we all lock, key, barrel, whatever. But this is that final point where he is now being removed from his gatekeeper role, and his floodgate is opening up. So where his gatekeeper had his lock, and he just unlocked it, let the floodgates open, and let all the shit and the minutia hit the fan, right? So now we're seeing that flood hit, and we're seeing the consequences of that. But Diddy has not only done dirt street level, but he's done dirt in the industry as well. Sometimes they coincide, street and industry, but he's been a mover, shaker, and popper for a long time to be somebody who was cherry-picked, and he was willing to play ball at that point. Now, after so long of service, they're cashing in, and away with you, peasant. You pissant. So, let me know how y'all feel about these 3 points I'm making about Diddy, and what y'all thoughts are. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share. The most important thing you can do for me is share this. Peace.